I went for a swim in the used-to-be blue ocean. I went for a walk out in the country to see if anything was living in the sky. I met a golden eagle. He looked right through me. He said, "You're not the only one living under the stars." Hello and welcome to I don't know which episode it is, but it's the next one. And this is Sunday Talk About. Thank you so much for joining me and us. Got my puppy next to me down here on the floor, and Kitty's back there somewhere. And the rain is here. The rain is talking to us this morning. The rain has something to talk about this morning. Well, I guess I'm kind of talking in nursery rhymes a little bit because this episode is about nursery rhymes. The song, the film, and we're going to discuss it this morning. Before we get into it, I just wanted to acknowledge that it is a beautiful day, and we're also blessed. We need the rain. We've had a lot of it lately. It was so hot last week, which brings me to this topic, and that's just to review that last week's video was What is Real? And I hope you had a chance to check it out and see what it was like and enjoy it and come up with some ideas, come up with some thoughts, help you grow through the next thing you're growing through and knowing the next thing you're knowing and being the next thing you're starting to be and maybe finishing up being. This life, here we are. So, moving on. Last night we had the release of Nursery Rhyme. This is a song that I wrote in the early 2000s. It was something that was during a really special time in my life, and I wanted it to be very simple and like a nursery rhyme. So I didn't do any fancy finger picking or anything like that. I just did an open hand strumming in it that so it just has this kind of easy, youthful feel to it, and I wanted it to be that way on purpose. And what I do in the film is I take everyone through a story of what this person, I wanted to create there's a hummingbird flying around here too, if you see him going by. There he is. Hello, little guy. I wanted it to be kind of a call to awareness of our situation and our planet. We all know, and we're all aware of it, but the pollution that's involved and what's going on. This was, I was 25 years younger then when I wrote it, and I was really hoping I'd see some major changes happen in our world, but it doesn't seem like a whole lot's different than what it was back then. They're still doing crazy things to this earth and to our planet, and we need to understand these things and try to make changes to them. Anyway, it goes through. I created a character that was kind of like a not a superhero, but a character. I don't know if any of you remember Pixan when we were kids, but that was a character that had kind of superpowers in a way, could move around, and this character has that kind of thing about it, and he's able to swim under the ocean and see what's going on, and he does that in the first chapter of the book. It's like a book. I set it up like a book. I wrote it like a book, And so he swims around and looks for somebody to talk to about what's going on, and he runs into a dolphin. I don't want to give the whole thing away. I really hope that you watch the movie. But that's the first chapter. The second chapter, he goes for a walk and he meets an eagle, a golden eagle, very special, interesting, kind of the hierarchy of the eagles in the spirit world, if you will. And the golden eagle can see right through him and can see what's going on and everything, and has this deep wisdom. And the golden eagle talks to him. And then he goes on another trip. This time he goes all the way down to the Antarctica. And when he's in the Antarctica, he went down to see what was happening, if there were glaciers. And we all have different opinions of what's happening with global warming, and there's no doubt that humanity strains the earth to some degree, but the earth is always changing, has always been through radical changes without our influence. So we can take it however we want, do a call to arms, a call to attention, and I think it's worthy of consideration. We need to consider all these different possibilities and how we might be able to affect them in a positive way. So he goes down to see the glaciers, and he finds just waves crashing, and the waves end up talking to him too. So anyway, he gathers all this information, and he goes back up, and he ends up going on another trip to our nation, America, to our nation's capital, to see the president. And he talks to the president. And the president, you gotta watch the movie. It's pretty cool. Well, it's not pretty cool, but it really kind of is an eye-opener and makes you wonder about things and what this whole political arena is all about. And whatever you feel like you need to do, you need to do it. So anyway, that's a bit about the movie, a bit about the film. That's Sunday's Talk About. And at some point, I hope we can go live so we can hear what you have to talk about too. Anyway, it was great being with you today. Enjoy this lovely rain. God bless you all. Remember what God bless means from the last episode. If you didn't see the last episode, you check that one out too. That has something interesting you might want to think about. Happy Sunday Talk About. Go talk to somebody about something. Bye-bye.
He said, don't you realize I got a world to run? I have a budget to balance. I don't have the time to listen to your nursery rhyme.